Years ago, it's been a dozen years ago, my husband took me to the Northwest Chocolate Festival for my birthday. And I thought, okay, it's going to be, bonbons and flavors or, maybe some chocolate making. And I was astounded at how it was not only the flavors of chocolate that stood out, but all these people from all over the world came to share their wares. And I didn't know that chocolate could taste like this, or chocolate was, where it was from and who was making it. And this really had my mind do the ahas all around this one food that we don't even really think about. I still was like, is it right for here? What do I want to do with this? What kind of space? And nothing was really coalescing. But the more I talked about it and more I shared about it, people were like, you have to do this. Curate was a name I thought of for the business years ago when my husband and I were traveling. And while we were traveling, I would always find something, whether it be a piece of jewelry, whether it be a chocolate bar, whether it be an experience even. But I noticed how I was curating these things that just made me so happy and brought so much joy. And I thought, couldn't I bring that to some space for others that maybe don't get out to travel or, don't think about those places until they see or experience something from another place? Yeah, I opened this space particularly here on the corner of Wenatchee and Orondo, which seems like who wouldn't do that? This is a busy corner, but I'll say it's a challenge. People stop at Orondo thinking that the shopping in town is the north direction. So I've been here since November, and so far, because I haven't had a lot of signage, people maybe haven't seen me or found me, but when they do and they walk in, it is like I could just tear up right now. People come in just so amazed, like, wow, this is so amazing. So my shop offers chocolate from all over the world. The makers are from all over the world. They import the cacao beans, which grow around the equator. So those are imported from all over the world. And then they make their chocolate. So I have folks from, the makers, I'll say, are from Belgium, from Italy, from France, from Canada, from across the United States. And then I have cacao that's in these bars, comes from Fiji, Vietnam, Belize, Nicaragua, Colombia, Mexico, Ecuador, Dominican Republic, Haiti. So, countries that around the equator, they grow cacao, and that cacao can be made into chocolate. I do also have, and will be curating more, a line of cocos, line of teas, and I have Gianduja, which is a chocolate hazelnut spread. I have a couple bars that are bigger companies, but I really want to hone in on the mom and pop shops. I have a lot of bars that are husband and wife teams, that are mother-daughter teams, that are owned just by a woman, and lots of women-made bars. So I am narrowing my focus on those companies and flavorful bars that I feel maybe need a little more support and love because they don't have the whole world seeing them, and I want to shine on them. Do you have any dairy-free? And I'm like, oh wow, the majority of my bars are dairy-free. Yes, I do have very diet-friendly chocolates, and even my first 90% bar for those that maybe are looking for less and less sugar. But I do have alternative sugars. So there's maple sugar, coconut blossom sugar, and then date sugar. And then I have a whole line, Mike and Becky, they do solely beet sugar. A lot of people walk in the door asking, what's your favorite? And they're staring at the wall because it is a big wall. It can be overwhelming, but that is why I'm here. I really think of myself as like a chocolate concierge. I'm here to help you find what you would like for your palate. So asking me what my favorite is may not be your favorite. And so I try to steer people away from my favorites into their favorites. And that's where a tasting works. That's where sussing out what other products they like. Like if they like coffee, do they like a nutty coffee, or do they like a fruity coffee or earthy coffee? That helps me translate some of that into what they would like in chocolate. I invite you to come to your senses. And I don't mean that like being, like come to your senses. I'm saying I want you to come to your senses. I want you to smell the chocolate, feel the chocolate, see the chocolate. I want you to taste the chocolate. And perhaps that chocolate brings back a memory. Maybe it's nostalgic for you. Maybe it's something new you didn't even know, because you've come in, taken a breath, and you're slowing down, being present with yourself for this experience. And that's what Curate is about. It's about sharing an experience.